Kubuntu 26.04. The massive multi-monitor upgrade Linux users have been waiting for. If you have ever struggled with a multi-monitor setup on Linux, you know the frustration. Windows scattering across screens after waking from sleep, apps breaking when you unplug a portable display, or spending hours tweaking XR and R commands just to get things stable. For many of us, running Kubuntu 24.04 LTS on laptops with external monitors, these headaches have been all too common. But that's about to change in a big way. Ubuntu's next long term support release, version 26.04 Resolute Raccoon, arriving on April 23, 2026, is shaping up to be a game changer for anyone who relies on multiple displays. Here is why this update is such a big win and how you can start experiencing these improvements right now. First, let's start with the multi-monitor pane on Kubuntu 24.04. Ubuntu 24.04 has been rock solid in many ways, thanks to its Ubuntu LTS base and up to 10 years of security support with Ubuntu Pro. But when it comes to a multi-monitor workflows, especially with laptops and hot pluggable portable screens, the experience often falls short. Connecting via Thunderbolt or HDMI work smoothly at first, but problems quickly appear. So here I am giving 3 points. First point, after the laptop sleeps and wakes, windows are frequently scattered or duplicated across monitors in a chaotic ways. Second point, unplugging a secondary display cause apps to jump back to the laptop screen, sometimes appearing stretched, off screen, or visually broken until you manually rearrange them. And third point, consistent. Reliable behavior often required manual XR and R scripts, which meant knowing exact output names, resolutions, and refresh rates, which is hardly user friendly. These issues stem from the limitation of the older X11 windowing system, which has been around since 1984. X11 was never designed with the today's dynamic, multiple display, high DPI setups in mind, even with KDE Plasma 5 doing its best. The underlying architecture made hot plugging and power events unreliable for many users. So, how Plasma 6 and Wayland fix this? Ubuntu 26.04 brings a major leap forward by shipping KDE Plasma 6.6 as the default desktop environment with Wayland enabled by default. Wayland is the modern replacement for X11. It was built from the ground up for today's hardware, offering per monitor scaling, better handling of different resolutions and refresh rates, native support for high DPI displays, and far more reliable hot plugging. In Plasma 6, the improvements are especially noticeable. So here are some points. First point, seamless sleep or wake and hot plugging. External monitors reconnect cleanly without scattering windows or breaking layouts. KDE's Kevin compositor has received years of targeted fixes for multi-monitor stability. Second point, better screen mirroring and custom modes. You can now mirror displays, reliable or define custom resolutions easily, which is great for exotic or mismatched monitors. Number 3. Virtual desktop control. Set virtual desktops to show only on your primary screen, keeping secondary monitors clutter-free. Now, the fourth point. Smoother high refresh rate support. Animations and window movement feel buttery on multi-monitor setups with VRR displays, which is variable refresh rate displays. And the final point, improved fractional scaling. Wayland apps, which is legacy applications, looks crisp instead of blurry when using mixed scaling across monitors. Users who have already tested Plasma 6 on Wayland, which is on rolling releases like CatchOS or Neon, report that the old multi-monitor headaches largely disappear. This isn't just theory. Real-world testing shows dramatically better reliability for laptop plus portable monitors workflows, dock stations, and mixed resolution setups. So, where you can get it? The full stable release lands on April 23rd, 2026. Like all Ubuntu LTS releases, it will receive 5 years of standard support, which is until 2031, with the options to extend security updates even longer. And also, you don't have to wait until April though. The Kubuntu 26.04 daily builds and monthly snapshots are already available and very usable for testing. Head to the official CD image directory, search for Kubuntu Resolute Raccoon Daily, or visit cdimage.ubuntu.com/daily-live/current/. Download the latest ISO and boot it live or install it in a virtual machine. Many early testers are already running it as their daily driver with excellent results. So, why this matters for Linux users? For years, multi-monitor setups have been one of Linux's weaker areas compared to Windows or macOS, especially for laptop users who move between single screen and dual screen environments. Kubuntu 26.04 closes that gap significantly. Whether you are a developer with a laptop and ultra-wide monitor, a content creator juggling reference displays, or just someone who likes the productivity boost of extra screen real estate, this release makes Linux feel far more polished and reliable for modern workflows. Combined with Plasma's 6 other refinements, sleeker visuals, better theming, enhanced spectacle screenshot tools, and overall snappier performance, Ubuntu 26.04 isn't just an incremental update. It's the version that finally makes multi-monitor Linux feel effortless. If you have been holding off on upgrading or sticking with an older distro because of display issues, April 2026 is your moment. Download a snapshot today, give it a spin, and see the difference for yourself. What are your biggest multi-monitor pain points on Linux right now? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear and maybe cover specific workarounds or tips in a future video. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the full Kubuntu 26.04 review when it drops. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.